Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is, I'm so sorry I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Ogun Deweese. I feel like John Travolta right now! Adil Dazeem. So seriously, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. It's a wonderful name, but I am not good at pronouncing names. So I wanted to say hi. You're a longtime viewer. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. And if you want to be house guest of the day and watch me squirm while I try to pronounce your name, just send me a private message on YouTube. Okay, so last night, big night. It was a double eviction, and we said goodbye Sarah, goodbye Kenny, and after the show ended, John became the second HOH of the night. So he won that competition. I would have gotten so frustrated during that competition. It looked hard. So now seeing the whole episode, there was really no power shift last night. Usually during a double eviction, I feel like there is. It seems like almost always somebody from the other side wins, you know, but that didn't happen. So it pretty much stayed with the sloppy seconds the whole time through. So now it's 6 sloppy seconds alliance members versus 2 gremlins, Sabrina and Rochelle. They call themselves that, so I'm not being mean. So the early consensus this week is that Rochelle is the target. So they're thinking like she's more of a comp threat than Sabrina, and I have a question about the Rochelle-Sabrina relationship. WTF was with that wanky vote last night against Sabrina. Rochelle voted for Sabrina to leave. Everyone else voted for Kenny to leave. What? So I don't know if that was like some sort of dig at Sabrina for saying like, oh, you know, if you're up on the block against Kenny, I have to vote you out. Or if like Sabrina told her to give Kenny a pity vote because like Rochelle always does what Sabrina says. Like, I don't know where that came from, but there really wasn't that much discussion about it amongst the house guests unless we just didn't see it and it happened while the feeds were off, but I was like, what? It was really confusing. Was anyone else confused about that? Let me know in the comments. So John got really drunk last night whilst celebrating his HOH win. We've seen him do this before. He likes to have a good time. So while he was drunk, he told the rest of the sloppy seconds that Netta was the person who dumped out all of the maple syrup and ketchup and all that good stuff last week that the have-nots were supposed to enjoy. So they were all like, oh snap! They all seemed like they thought it was funny, and yeah. But I mean, they weren't the ones that had to deal with that, so it's not saying much. But anyway, Sabrina and Rochelle are trying to come up with a way to stay in the house this week and try to make it through. So they have a little chat with John, and they're like, you know you're the next target after we're gone, right? And John's like, yeah, I know, duh. So they're like, okay, well, if you keep us in the house, we'll be loyal to you. That's 2 votes right there for you all the time. So, of course, like I said, John was in celebration mode, and he was drunk, which is my word for drunk. And he was like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. You guys come up with like nominees and you tell me and we'll see what we can do. So, translation, it's not happening, but tell me who you want on the block so I can use it against you. Alright, so they're like, oh wow, I think he's really gonna keep us this week. I think we're safe. Come on now, ladies. So John went around the house making more drunk deals. He's like, Elsa, new fees! Yeah, you don't put me up, I'll put you up. So they have that little Newfie bond going. I think he is legit about that, but I don't know to what extent he's willing to stay true to that agreement. But anyway, Netta was really annoyed by John's obnoxious drunkenness. She was annoyed that he told everyone about her condiment gate, and I think she was also annoyed because he was talking about his girlfriend a lot last night, and I think that was kind of like with her. But anyway, they went on and had some strategy talks into the night, and John was like, yeah, Sabrina and Rochelle offered me loyalty, yada yada yada. And Netta was like, I think we should still target Rochelle this week. Which is weird, because today, Netta was talking to Rochelle, and she was like, you know what? It's better for my game for you to stay and for Sabrina to go. What? So she's like, I'm going to try to convince the group to get rid of Sabrina instead of you. So she wants to then have everyone throw the competition, the HOH competition, to Rochelle next week if she stays, and then have her nominate Arlie and Adele. So basically, Netta wants to offer Rochelle safety if she agrees to do her dirty work for her. That's pretty smart. At the same time, I don't know what Rochelle's going to be like if Sabrina's not here. Is she going to latch on to somebody else? Will Netta be her new Sabrina? Because Rochelle hasn't really been making her own decisions yet so far in the game, so it should be interesting if she does stay to see who she listens to, or if she just does whatever the F she wants. So, I don't know. But the have-not competition was today, and apparently it was some variation of beer pong. And the winners, it was 2 teams, the winners were Adele, Allison, John, and Sabrina. Apparently they had like this huge comeback. It was like 7-2 or something, and they came back and won it. So that means the have-nots for this week are Arlie, Heather, Netta, and Rochelle. Don't eat any more fuzzy peaches. Some fun things with the have-not situation. So, remember how Netta dumped out all of the maple syrup and stuff? Well, Big Brother has yet to replenish that supply. So, like, as much of a Netta fan as I am, it's kind of hilarious to see them all freaking out and like, oh my god, if we don't get that, I'm gonna freak out, I'm gonna like keel over, I don't even know, but it's pretty funny. I think Netta's definitely regretting her actions last week now, but we'll see if Big Brother replenishes that. It'll be interesting. And the Habs got a special reward party for their win, so I guess it was supposed to be like a bad frat party or something. They went outside and they found all these like empty pizza boxes. There was plenty of beer and I guess chocolate milk. And they also had beer pong set up for them, so that's fun, I guess, if you like beer. But they were like, "Where's the food? This party sucks." So nominations and power veto should be tomorrow, and it should be Sabrina and Rochelle going on the block. I'm thinking. I think Sloppy Seconds would be really upset with John if he didn't follow through on that, and I think he will. So tomorrow's going to be a really exciting day. Saturdays are always a huge day in the Big Brother Canada house, so make sure you tune in tomorrow to tomorrow's spoiler. Until then, much love. Edit.